Okay, and well, let's. Sorry, right now I'm having issues with my webcam, so I'm gonna have to do this with my phone for now. And God, I like weird at this angle. I need to start doing some sit-ups or something. Anyway, where is the camera? Oh, okay, there it is. Well, at least now I know where to look, so I'm not looking all like. Anyway, so now I'm starting on the left leg of the Hulkbuster. This is the right leg. Uh, I need to put on the remaining part of it. Which I'll end up doing later. Uh, but yeah, this is about 3 feet tall on its own. Uh, and going by another Hulkbuster file that I was able to get that was actually done correctly as an armor, I'm actually going to be separating it here and then removing this section here so that way I have the shin. And then I'm going to actually, because of how big this is and all, I don't really have to separate the ankle like I was originally planning on. So the whole boot is going to be a single piece. Uh, uh, anyway, so yeah, I'm working on the left foot now. So, uh, one of the things that I've actually learned about doing these large armors and all is that yeah, there are certain methods that really do work much better than my normal methods. Normally, if I was doing like a chest plate or something relatively, I guess, Iron Man size, uh, a lot of it I'm really able to do in sections. I'm able to take like an entire like upper left hand chunk and put that all together, and then do like the upper right hand, the lower, and actually go in and do the seam, like make it so that I have got like a single nice seam that I can just run down and go for. With this, on the other hand, I did like as I go through in Pepakura Designer, I select out the group of pieces that I want, uh, and so that way I can go and build a specific section together. And oh my god, is my Wi-Fi on? Yes, my Wi-Fi is on. Okay. Um, I'm usually able to build in certain sections, then put those together. And for the foot, I was like, okay, cool. This works together, and then this works, and then this, and yeah, when you're trying to put it together, you really end up in really awkward places trying to get the glue gun in and trying to get to a tab that because you've got this section here and this section here, and then you've got the joint, and then you got to try to get to where they join. So I found that building this in what amounts to a spiral is really what's working on it. I mean, I've only put in, other than like, the time that it took to get everything cut out. I mean, I've put in like maybe about a half hour's worth of work on this, and I've gotten pretty decent on it so far. I've still got like this actually looks like a lot of pieces. It's just because they're so big, really. I mean, like, don't want to, because I actually have them in order. But, like, yeah, this single piece here. Alright. Yeah, this single piece here is pretty big. But it's really not, as big as, you would actually, as you think it is. Or at least it makes the stack look a lot bigger when you have all of those big pieces there. So being able to go and plan out the build and be like, okay, I'm going to start here and I'm going to build this way. I'm able to just get the pieces and then just pull the next one off the stack, get it folded, get it in place, and get it glued. So that is speeding up my build process a lot. There's a lot of things that I've even gone through several build tutorials and all, and this is something that a lot of them don't really talk about much. So it's not something that you really can learn from the tutorials. I mean, from the tutorials, you can learn all sorts of things like how to do your lights, how to do a lot of really advanced things. But there's a lot of really simple nuts and bolts type of stuff that a lot of people don't really focus on in the tutorials. So I'm going to actually be doing a much more detailed tutorial later on with this. Another thing that I'm going to be talking about is this is the arc reactor that I've built for the thing. I mean, I'm still not done with it. I still need to install the lights and everything else. And I normally will not be doing e-cig reviews on my channel, but I did promise. I'm not quite sure where I put it. I have to find it. Because I know I put it around. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I saw a review for. I'm not going to do the review now. I'll do this in a separate video. But this is the Zomo Exo Armor e-cig. Uh, and when you get it in the box, I mean, the box is an experience. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's got these armor plates that you're actually supposed to put on the outside or on the front side. But with the way this is and certain design features and everything else, the armor plates really just kind of defeat that. But I was seeing I saw a video review because I was just like bouncing around, just kind of in the YouTube click hole, and sit there, came across, and just somehow like e-cig reviews came up, and I started just following those, and well, they sit there and they talked about this one. It actually is like that, but like the first frame of it I ever saw on screen, it looked like this. And my first thought was arc reactor or morpher. And so I contacted them and said, "Hey, I'm doing this. I like the way this is. I want to get an empty shell." And I noticed that this detail ring that you see here, I noticed that it has. I don't know if you can actually see it. Okay, yeah, you can kind of see the engraving. Yeah, you can kind of you can see the fact that there is engraving. What that actually says is it says Exo Armor, a new era begins. Um and I mean, I didn't want to try to see what I could do about smoothing that out and all, because I wanted to keep that mirror finish on there. And so I contacted them and said, "Hey, look, this is what I'm doing, and I need a empty shell. I need a blank ring, and so on. And I also want the box that it comes in because I like it, and I think I can do a really interesting sci-fi prop with this. See, this is the box that it comes in." But yeah, I contacted them and said, "Hey, I want the box." As well. So they ended up, and so they were like, "All right, we will sell you, this, that, and the other for, I think it was like $70." And I was expecting to get this, the empty shell, the extra ring, okay, good. They actually ended up sending me, a actual working unit. And I will get into a review of that later on. But yeah, they sent me the actual, like, a full retail package. I mean, working e-cig, and I had to buy a tank, and then I had to get like an extra battery. But yeah, and so I went and took the body shell that they gave me. You know, hollowed it out, got the rig, because they actually, one they sent me didn't have any electronics in it. It had all of the structural stuff. So I had to actually go and like chew out the inside with a pair of wire snips until I could get that all cleared out and get that ring out of there, and then put this one on and everything else. And then I'm gonna end up adding lights and all. But yeah, like I said, I normally will not be doing e-cig reviews, but I will be doing a review of that one because it actually is a pretty decent e-cig, by the way. Oh, excuse me. A few other projects that I'm also going to be doing, which partly tie into this, partly don't, because I'm going to be doing it for Dragon Con. This is my okay, no, this is the one that I don't have modded out yet. I may end up actually doing a full mod video on this one. Uh, or I may end up just doing the repair video because I've actually modded out my other one. It has accurate animations. I haven't gotten around adding sound yet. I eventually will. And I don't know like how hard I'm gonna go with like motion reaction, but I will probably add the impact. I will probably add the like impact reaction sound. Uh, so yeah, uh, but yeah, right now the main project is the Hulkbuster, but I will be doing repair video definitely on disc and just kind of showing like how I do them. I may end up doing a full mod video, and I will also be doing the baton that goes with the disc. I actually have one that I made that is pretty good, but it's still like I wasn't able to shape it right because I wasn't able to plan around how the insides fit, and so I ended up making one that was really big and bulky, and then ended up making a second one. That's the one that I carried around at Dragon Con that was relatively the right size and all, but now and so now I know how much room the components and everything take and wire channels and all. I can go and actually build a solid body and then machine out just what I need inside so that way I can shape it and everything. And then later on, I'll also work on doing the detailing and all. So anyway, that's my update video for now. I will continue to. I'm going to try to get my webcams working again, so that way I can really start doing some more videos. But at least I'm actually getting into like getting stuff done now and all. And my Hulkbuster build is going to be pretty good. So I already know how to do like the internal frame and everything because I've seen two very good ones. So I'm going to end up adapting mostly the one that James Bruton did for X Robots for his Hulkbuster, but then there's a few things I've seen from another couple of builds that will really work a little bit better with what I'm wanting to do with it. So well, anyway, thank you for continuing to stick with this, and I will start doing more regular updates. Anyway, thank you very much. Oh, and one other project I have is I'm going to be doing some mods on this because if nothing else, I'm going to have a really cool desk sculpture. But I'm also thinking about putting this into as part of a costume. So I've already started the first steps of it, and so I will actually get into how to actually do one of these from the ground up later on. Well, anyway, I will thank you